sing the Star Spangled Banner.
This is for everybody. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, what surrounding
All right, good morning, everybody. Happy first flag of 2025. We will start with kindergarten.
It was pretty hard choosing just 2 awards this week because the kindergarten class came back from our vacation on fire. And we're super excited for their 3P opera performance in a week, and they have all been working so incredibly hard, so keep up the good work, kindergarten. Our first award goes to Anirudh. Anirudh, come on up here, sir. So Anirudh, your award says excellent effort. I have seen incredible growth in you this year. You have been taking initiative with your work. You have been determined to do your absolute best. And I have seen so much progress from your handwriting to your coloring to completing all of your assignments with the end in mind. And I am so incredibly proud of you. Keep up the great work.
Okay, our next award goes to Miss Maisie. You've got a fan club out there. So Maisie's getting the Awesome Attitude Award. Oh, I forgot. Congratulations. Disappointment, forgetful, sorry. So she's getting the Awesome Attitude Award because Maisie sort of sets the tone in our class with her positive attitude. The other children look up to her, everyone likes her, and because she has this attitude and she has this really kind demeanor, it takes her all through all the classwork, onto the playground, everywhere she goes. It's just this joyful time for everyone that's around her. She comes in and eats lunch with us whenever she can, and we love that. And so she's just a great little student, but that attitude just does it all. So congratulations. Go back. Oh, okay, I forgot. See, I'm already forgetting. This week I'm giving 2 library citizenship awards. I'm going to start trying to give them from time to time. These 2 I'm starting in 1st grade, and I have 2 children who, come on up, Evelyn in 1st grade and David. Come on up here. Holding my awards, forgetting to give them. Okay, Mr. David and Miss Evelyn, hold those awards, face forward. So they got these awards because in library, it's mostly about participating and citizenship, right? I'm not really teaching, I'm reading a story, and it's about Are these children, are they listening? Are they actively participating? Are they following those 3 Delmar Pines goals that we have for children to be respectful, responsible, and safe? And so these 2 children really stood out to me in the last few weeks, and that's why they're getting that award today. So congratulations. Here we go, here we go. Not forgetting, congratulations, congratulations.
Good morning, Delmar Pines. Welcome back and Happy New Year. I would like for Joey to come on down, please. Joey, this morning, I would like to give you the Zest for Learning Award. I just wanted to recognize your bright spirit, your positive attitude as you come to school every day. It really, really rubs off in our classroom. It makes our classroom a brighter, happier place. And you remind me, and I know you remind your classmates every day, that it's not just about what you accomplish in 2nd grade. It's not just about what you're learning and how you're growing. It's about your kindness, your cheerfulness, and the journey that you're on every day to be just the best student you can be, the best friend you can be, and we appreciate all that you add to our classroom. So thank you.
Philip, will you come up next, please? Philip, there's 3 things I want to say about you. And the first one is I think you're probably the most polite and well-mannered student I've ever taught. Lots of please and thank yous happening every day with you. The second thing I want to mention is what a good listener you are. You are always 100% focused, listening, following directions. But the most important thing I want to talk about is the effort you put into everything. 100% effort every day in, day out, every subject, your homework, your independent work, your contributions to discussions. You just give it your all every day. Keep that up.
Good morning. In 3rd grade this morning, I wanted to acknowledge a couple of kids who worked really hard on paragraphs this week. We have been working hard on not only just taking our basic paragraph and supporting it with 3 good details, but now we're taking that extra step and really trying to expand on those details, give us some specific details, and I want to acknowledge 2 girls this morning for really going above and beyond on their paragraphs this week. And the first one is Avery. Avery, your paragraphs are amazing this week. Everyone I know are going to be getting good ones, so congratulations. There we go. Paragraph 12. And then I'd also like Sophie to come up. Congratulations, Sophie. You too. Very nice paragraphs. Really good job on trying to expand on those details, and I was very impressed with your work. And then not to mention, both of you too, beautiful handwriting as well. So congratulations. And then the last award is going to be from Mrs. Cox this morning. And so I would like to call up Olivia. Sorry. Congratulations. This is on behalf of Mrs. Cox. And Olivia, Mrs. Cox wanted you to know that you're an amazing math student and you have such great ideas to share. But what she really wanted to compliment you on this morning is that she noticed that you have been stepping out of your comfort zone and participating more in group. And she wants you to know that she's noticed, and it's so wonderful to see. So you are hardworking. She wants you to never give up and keep up the great work. Congratulations, Olivia. Good job, guys.
Good morning, Delmar Pines. Well, the first student I want to call up today is Mr. Ryan B. Come on up here, Ryan. I'm giving Ryan an award in writing, which I'm not sure if that surprises Ryan or not because he is a math guru. But before I talk about his writing, I really want to talk about some of the things I've asked Ryan to work on this year. I've asked him a lot to work on raising his hand, and he is working a lot on raising his hand. I also understand why it's so hard sometimes for Ryan to raise his hand. Ryan is an amazingly curious boy, and he has the ability to make so many connections between what we're learning in class and what he's learned outside of class. He seems like a student and a person who is constantly learning and constantly soaking up information. And even though sometimes it's hard for him to remember to raise his hand, he brings amazing, amazing connections to all of us, and he makes our discussions in class more interesting with the things that he contributes. And so I really appreciate that, and I think we all benefit a lot in class from Ryan's connections that he brings to us. And I've also been really impressed since our vacation with Ryan's focus in writing. He came back from the holiday break really focused on his Dear Abilene letter, and he surprised me in a bunch of ways. His writing was really organized, and that didn't surprise me. He focused on his assignment really well, and that didn't really surprise me either. But he was able to channel the emotions of the character Edward Tulane in a way that really, really impressed me. He gave words and voice to Edward's feelings in a way that I thought was excellent. And so congratulations, Ryan. You are an outstanding writer, and you did a great job on your introduction for your Dear Abilene letter. Good job. The second student I want to call up is Summer. Summer is also getting a writing award, but I just want to sort of start off by talking a little about Summer and what she brings to our classroom, because she's the perfect student to recognize at the beginning of a year when people are making resolutions and trying to be better. Summer is always trying to be better, and she's always working hard at improving herself. She shared with me the resolutions that she's making to keep her room clean, and it doesn't surprise me at all because Summer really every day is trying to make our classroom community more positive, better. Even if it worries her, she knows that if she shares with me something that's going on the playground, that it'll make our classroom better. And even when it worries her that someone might get upset, she shares it anyway. And so I just want to thank you, Summer, first of all, for all that positivity and for all of the great work you do for our community. And secondly, I want to thank you for the great work that you've done on your Dear Abilene letter. You really, really came back ready to work. And the juicy descriptions that you put into your letter are outstanding. So keep up the great work in that too. Nice job.
Good morning. All right, I have two students I want to honor today, and I have two things about each of my two students. And the first one I would love to see up here is Austin. All right, Austin, the first thing I appreciate about you is your willingness to accept feedback. When Austin gets a grade on an assignment, it's not just about the grade for him. He's always asking himself, how can I do better? And he comes to see me about that. He asks and he takes that feedback, and he's willing to go back for a second helping and dig a little deeper and put the work in. And I'm really starting to see so much improvement because of that, and I appreciate that. The second thing is going to our values of respect. Austin has a lot of ideas. He has an encyclopedic memory, and often when I ask a question, especially in science or social studies, it's a question that I would not expect a fifth grader to know, and I know Austin is going to know, and sure enough, his hand shoots up. Now his hand shoots up. At the beginning of the year, that was hard. He just kind of wanted to yell the answer out because he's very excited. But he has learned to be respectful, to shoot his hand up, and when I see that look on his face, I just know he's going to be sharing a fact with us. This week we studied the Coriolis effect, about how hurricanes turn in different directions depending on the hemisphere. And I asked if anybody knew what directions hurricanes blew, and of course he did. So many fun facts he shares with us, and I love when he raises his hand. I know we're all going to learn something new. So thank you, Austin. The second student I would like to call up is Michaela. All right, Michaela really knows herself. At the beginning of the year, I had students fill out job applications, and Michaela applied for the job of filing papers, which is a really kind of an onerous task that has to get done every day. And she put on her job application, I'm very responsible and I've done this kind of thing before. And so I hired her for the job for $0. And every day she would come to me and she would ask me, Mrs. DeModern, is there anything I can do for you? Do you have any filing? I never had to think about it. I never had to worry about it. She is extremely responsible, and she's so helpful in the classroom in every way. It's just a pleasure to have her. The second thing about Michaela is that I always know when I look at her work, it's like dessert. I might save my grading for last. I look at it, I know it's just going to be so carefully and thoughtfully done. She just brings that supreme effort to every single assignment. Whether it's a problem set in math or a test, it gets the same amount of care, and I absolutely love that. Thank you, Michaela. Great job. All right, thank you.
Hi, everybody. I have a couple of awards for this morning. The first person I'd like to call up is Evelyn. So Evelyn, I want to recognize and celebrate your exceptional qualities as a student. To begin with, I want to talk about or recognize your attentiveness at all times in class, your maturity, and your determination to always be thorough and thoughtful in every single piece of work that you produce. These are exceptional qualities. I never have to think about what it is you're going to do because I know it's going to be your best, and you should feel very proud of that. So keep up the great work. Know that I always notice the care that you give to the work that you do. Keep up the fantastic work. The next person I'd like to call up is Kimia. There you go. So Kimia, I would like to recognize you for several things. First of all, your determination and drive. It's always there. The effort you put into everything you do, and the fact that you always ask questions and seek guidance for things that you want to improve and do better. On top of all this, you're a lot of fun. You have a great sense of humor, and you bring a lot of joy to our classroom. So thank you so much for working hard but keeping things light and happy in our classroom. Thank you so much.
All right, we're off to a great start in 2025. Thank you all. Have a wonderful weekend and keep working hard, Delmar Pines. And that's it. Have a great day. Thanks for coming.